got me at a low, 'cause where you go is where I go. I don't need nobody else. I got you, and you got me too.
You can ride all the blue. I wanna do what you want to. We can leave and run away someday.
Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sarah. So today's video is going to be a jam-packed cleaning motivation video. I have tons of cleaning to do. I'm going to be cleaning my house from top to bottom while my kids are at school and my husband's at work. So if you do enjoy today's video, please give it a thumbs up, as that does help my channel a lot. If you do enjoy today's video or the content you see here on my channel, I would love for you to consider subscribing and joining my YouTube family. So hit that red subscribe button and the notification bell so you don't miss any future videos from me. So I'm really excited that today's video is sponsored by Fitville. Fitville sells various shoes, slippers, sandals, all that kind of footwear. So I have a pair of running shoes here from Fitville, and one thing I absolutely love is that they're really great for wide feet. They have a lot of selections for people who need extra wide shoes. And as someone who has had wide feet as long as I can remember, it's been a struggle to find running shoes that are comfortable. So even though they sometimes make wide shoes, they're not always wide enough. So therefore, yes, they're wide and my feet fit in them, but they can be a little uncomfortable after a while. So I've been really pleased with these shoes. I've worn them around the house a bunch. I haven't worn them outside yet because I do want to, share with you guys me wearing the shoes as well. And I don't wear my shoes inside the house once they've been worn outside. But honestly, they are super comfortable. My feet don't get sore in them. I can move my toes freely, and they are honestly super comfortable. So if you're interested in checking them out, check out my description box below. I will have a discount link, as well as a link to their website to check out everything they have to offer. And they do ship in Canada and the US. I live in Canada, so I was able to get them. So definitely go check them out if you're looking for a good variety of shoes. Plus, like, look at this color. Who doesn't want a fuchsia pair of running shoes? And I love mixing it up and not just having black or white shoes. So I'm really excited. Thank you so much, Fitville, for sponsoring today's video.
Yeah, I need it. Don't you need it too? 'Cause I got you,
And you got me.
So as you can see, my main floor is an absolute disaster and definitely needs some love. So here I am starting in the kitchen. I often start my cleaning in the kitchen and then kind of work my way around the rest of the main floor. The kitchen for me is one of those spaces that once it's cleaned, I honestly feel so much better. If it's left a disaster, it really bugs me, even if I'm not even looking at it. If I just know that it's messy, I need to deal with it. Let me know in the comments below, if you're doing a main floor clean of your house, what area do you start with first? That's usually just the one that seems I naturally start at. I mean, it's also the space that probably gets used the most because that's obviously where we do our cooking and everything. So definitely a space that needs a lot of attention. And I'll be honest with you, our kitchen table, I probably don't wipe down enough. I should wipe it down probably after every meal, but to be honest, I don't. And we do have these placemats, which the kids love, but a part of me is almost ready to get rid of them because they're honestly more of a nuisance to keep clean than anything else. So I'm not sure if I'm going to keep them or not, but for now they have them. And so now at least my table has been clean and nice and wiped down. And then I move on to the island because the island is definitely a pain point for me. I've talked about in previous videos. It's the junk collector. Everyone just dumps everything on there. So it's definitely a bit of an annoyance with me. But honestly, it's probably the most satisfying as well, because once you get the island all cleared off and wiped down, it just feels so satisfying. I probably could leave the rest of it knowing that my island is all clean. So before I continue dealing with my kitchen, I want to share with you guys a couple of things I have for my kids' lunches. So these thermoses I got from Costco. They are reduced brand. They came in a 2-pack, so I have 6 of them because I have 3 kids. And this is what I've been using to send something warm in my kids' lunches. Like today, my kids have hot dogs, so I put the hot dog wieners just curled up, kind of curved in here, and then we put the buns in their lunch. And my daughter prefers no buns, so I cut it up and put it in this container. And all I do is put a little bit of hot water, boiling water in there for about 5 minutes just to warm it up. And then they're good to go. And they seal really well. We haven't had any leaks. We've sent spaghetti, Kraft dinner. We have not tried soup yet. This is just something that's nice and small for their backpacks to send something warm to school for lunch. And the other thing I want to share with you guys, I don't have the bigger bento boxes, but I recently got my kids different bento boxes. I'm in Canada, so they're President's Choice brands is from Superstore. And I love these bento boxes. So this is the smaller one, the snack one. And as you can see, the boys ones is the exact same. It comes out easy peasy. And then also the seal on here is pretty good here. Like nothing really leaks between the sections, which was one issue we had with our previous one. Plus the previous one had little plastic things here, and they just kind of slowly broke and cracked over time, so that didn't help matters. And they're also very easy to open and close, so even my 5-year-old can easily open and close these. And then the bigger ones, the difference with them is they're obviously a little bit bigger. They have a bigger portion where you can put like a sandwich in, and then they have 2 smaller ones with a really small one in the middle, so we put like blueberries in there, or today my husband put ketchup in there for my daughter for a hot dog. So really versatile. And then the other thing I do is if there's a day that we don't have a sandwich, for example, I take the bigger one and this big sandwich part, because I don't want to, you know, have things spread to other things. I'll take silicone cupcake liners, which is another idea I found on TikTok, and put them in there to create division amongst the bigger sections. So highly recommend. These are President's Choice bento boxes, and they are, I want to say the small ones were $6 or $7 each, and then the bigger ones were I think 11 or 12. I can't honestly remember, but well worth it so far. We've had them for about a month, and I absolutely love them. My kids love them. They're easy to wash, easy to use, so this is what we use. And honestly, for lunches in general, bento boxes are a game changer. When my oldest started kindergarten, we just sent containers, and I found sometimes the container didn't come home or whatever the case may be, so I wanted to find something that kind of kept everything all together. So they take both of these bento boxes to school, and they fit in their Roots lunch bag, which we get from Costco. So they're still in a lunch bag because, of course, if a kid forgets to close it up or seal it, at least it's not going to leak through the whole backpack. It's just going to be contained within the lunch bag. So just want to share that with you guys in case you're looking for a different solution for your children for their school lunches. My kids honestly generally have the same thing, but they do love having a hot lunch every once in a while, aside from the hot lunches at school. And like today, they didn't order the hot lunch because they don't enjoy sandwiches from Subway. So instead, they got hot dogs. So they still get a hot lunch of some sort, even if it's not the one that the rest of their friends might have at school. But anyway, gotta get back to cleaning.
What's gonna give you more time forever? Know what they say, only time will tell.
So I want to share with you guys a couple new things I got for cleaning my kitchen when it comes to like dishes and stuff like that. I got a Scrub Daddy at Christmas. And this thing, I saw it first on Shark Tank when it came out. And I was like, it's just a sponge. But these little holes are so functional, and honestly, this is probably the best sponge I've ever owned. So I definitely highly recommend if you've not purchased a Scrub Daddy yet, definitely go do so, you will not regret it. And the other thing I use with the Scrub Daddy is the Dawn Power Wash. So I've seen a lot of people use this. I have family members that use it. And funny thing is, I bought this probably 6 months ago when it sat in my garage. So I finally decided to pull it out, and this stuff does wonders. I use it on my counters, my table, my stove, my sink. I use it when I have a few dishes to wash and I don't really want to load the sink with water. I use this. This stuff is like magic. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have to put this in my trailer and take it with me camping as well, because I think I definitely need this. So if you do not have the Dawn Power Wash, definitely get it. This stuff is incredible, considering you only spray on a squirt or two, and it just goes a long way and really gets those hard to wash like pans and pots and everything else. So highly recommend these two together, make an excellent pair.
I'm not broken, I'm just split in two. Hope you're fine and got time to do everything you said you would. Frames of the past and the memory of you just come running by. Pictures of sunny days with your smile in the bar. How could they say I was broken? How could they say you made me come undone? Now I know that it's okay. Unlike my friends, you are nothing like them. How could they say I was broken? How could they say you made me come undone? Now I know that it's okay. Unlike my friends, you are nothing like them.
So now that I've cleaned the kitchen, I'm going to set our robot vacuum to vacuum the kitchen. There are so many different options with the iRobot app to program it. You can program it to do specific cleanings on certain days, and you can also just have it do certain spaces immediately in live time. So many different options. We love our robot vacuum. We've had it only for a few months, and I can't say enough good things about it. Our floors have honestly never been cleaner, and our kitchen gets vacuumed every single day now except for Sundays, because we have kids, so we always have crumbs on the floor. So I definitely highly recommend the robot vacuum if you're looking for one, and our kids did name him Bob. So here's Bob, our robot vacuum.
Now I know that it's okay. Unlike my friends, you are nothing like them. How could they say I was broken? How could they say you made me come undone? Now I know that it's okay. Unlike my friends, you are nothing like them. How'd you do? I'm not broken.
So as I'm cleaning, I am wearing my shoes I got from Fitville. I also got a pair of slip-ons from Fitville as well, and I've been wearing them a ton lately, and they are one of my favorite pair of shoes. I think they're going to be fantastic for our camping trips, because I'm always trying to find a pair of shoes that I can easily go in and out of the trailer with if I'm not wearing flip-flops, because I like to take my shoes off so I don't track all the dirt in our trailer, so they're going to be the perfect alternative. These pink shoes along with my slip-on shoes are honestly super comfortable, and they fit me great, especially because I do have wide feet. So if you are looking for a pair of shoes, go check out my exclusive link in my description box below, or also you can use my coupon code Sarah30 for 30% off. I definitely highly recommend you check out their shoes. They have a ton of variety of shoes. They have slippers, running shoes, slip-on shoes, all that kind of stuff. So definitely go check them out. I don't normally wear my shoes inside the house. I just want to kind of wear them around the house before I wear them outside, because we do take our shoes off in the house, and I usually wear slippers. But I just wanted to kind of show you guys that I was wearing them, and I've been wearing them now for a few months now, and I definitely highly recommend their shoes. So go check out their website. There's tons of different options and a lot of cool colors as well. These things are really cool. They can like suction to stuff and windows, and you can do all sorts of things. They can attach them. and make a chain. So these are called squeegees, and my sister got them for my youngest, and they are super cool and they entertain the kids for hours. So they use them on the floor, the windows, anything they can stick it to. So it's a really cool toy. It comes with 24 of them, different shapes and everything. So if you're looking for something fun and cool for your kids, even it says ages 3 and up. So my 5-year-old loves them, and my 7-year-old daughter also loves them. Even my 10-year-old not as much, but my other 2 definitely love playing with these and can play with them for hours, except for they're always all over the house, but honestly, they're a lot of fun. So I want to talk a little bit about this shelf I have here. This I actually got from Amazon, of all places. And I wanted something that had like a nice top and that could hold a significant amount of shoes but wasn't too short. So this one does have this taller section, which is great for like my taller winter boots, stuff like that. But another thing I like about it is this basket here. This basket did come with it, and I house all of the kids' soccer stuff. So soccer socks, I have little mitts for them that they can use when they're playing. Their jerseys and their shorts are down here. Since they put their socks down here with their cleats and shin pads anyway, there's no sense in them in their bedroom, and they usually put their jerseys on down here as well. So that's all in there. So this is all soccer related. And then down here I have their soccer cleats all nicely organized and their shin pads, so that way they stay on the bottom shelf, because they play on turf, so they get little black pebbles that literally track all over my house. So they're on the bottom, not getting anyone's shoes. And then we have enough room up here to put some more shoes, boots, slippers, that sort of thing. We do have some shelves in the garage, but it's nice to have somewhere inside where when we take off our shoes, there's somewhere to put our shoes, because we have a coat closet over here. We don't have one by our front door. So I found with 5 of us, we had too many shoes just kind of put wherever. So I got this shelf, and it honestly was easy to put together. I did it all myself. I think I did one of the things upside down, but whatever. But yeah, this was like, I think $100, so fairly inexpensive, but it looks really fancy. This wood top, super nice, although I will admit it becomes a bit of a junk collector, just like my island does, but I think that's the purpose of all surfaces and houses, I've learned. That it's meant to just collect everyone's stuff. So I'm really pleased with it. We've had it for about 4 months, and I have nothing but great things to say about it. So if you're looking for some sort of shoe shelf or what have you, this is off Amazon. If I remember, if I find the link for it, I definitely will link in the description box below if you're curious about it, see a little more of the dimensions and the measurements. But I felt this fit perfectly on our wall here. It doesn't interfere with us going by through the hallway, and it just looks really like a nice piece of furniture in the home. So that's our newest addition to this back entryway. We don't have a formal boot room. So what we've done is we have like our garage door entryway, which is the one we primarily use. So I originally got a bench for back here, and then as the kids got bigger and we got more shoes and we had more kids, it wasn't just enough to have the one bench. So, you know, we've added hooks on either side to hang coats, because we could put them in the closet, but I like to be able to just hang my coat on a hook. I don't want to have to go and put it on a hanger and put it in the closet. And then this was the latest addition, because we want somewhere to encourage the kids to put their shoes away. But with what we had under the bench, there just wasn't enough room. So now the kids put their stuff on here. They have their running shoes. I have my slippers on here and everything else. So just want to share with that. That was my latest find.
Time for
Okay, so I want to talk a little bit about our craft room. So this is what was our dining room. And quite honestly, we didn't really use it much as a dining room. It had a table in here. That was a lovely table and chairs and everything, but it ended up being a place that we just dumped things. It was like the island. It was a dumping zone. So finally, I realized that, you know what, maybe we can put this room to a different purpose. So with the table we had, I covered it with some padding thing and put a tablecloth on it that was a plastic one like the one we have now. And I said this could be the craft room where the kids can do crafts, and that way when it comes to meal times, you don't have to clear everything away that they're working on just to have a meal. So I started with that idea, and then we had the opportunity to get a smaller table that fit better in this room that was round. So we got the round table that you just saw, and this is where our kids do all their arts and crafts and everything. Color, paint, all that kind of stuff. They sometimes use the kitchen table, but primarily they do it in here. So then from there, I moved all the craft stuff into this room. So this is the centralized area for the kids. Now when they're older, they may not need a craft space, but I figured it could be used for a space to work on projects, homework, that sort of thing. I have definitely taken to the IKEA to get a lot of the shelving and stuff that we have here. But one thing I got that I'm really excited about, I'm going to share with you, is I got a cart. So I will show you closer up and explain the concept behind this cart in the craft room. Oh, I know I shared this cart for the craft room in TikToks and on Instagram and stuff, but I don't think I've shared it on my YouTube channel, or if it has, it's been a while. So we've had this for probably, I want to guess 4 to 5 months, maybe 6 months. I don't actually know. Maybe it's been less than that. Either way, we've had this for a while. And this has worked amazingly for the kids. So the whole idea behind it was I used to have a tray on the table, but that took up like 2/3 of the table. So it gave the kids less space to be creative, to draw on, and that sort of thing. So my goal was to have a spot, something that they could have all the crayons and markers and pencil crayons and everything to their disposal, but not take up space on the table. So this store is typically beside my desk here, where I work, and the kids just drag it to wherever they're sitting at the table, or if they happen to be going out to the kitchen to do some arts and crafts, they can drag the cart out there as well, because we have hardwood flooring throughout, so it's easy to drag around. So I have all the markers, scissors, crayons, pencil crayons, all throughout these 3 tiers. It's kept everything nice and organized, but you know what, if these markers and stuff all gets mixed up, it's fine, but it keeps it one centralized location, so it's not on the floor, rolling around on the table, and completely out of their way. So if you're looking for a way to organize your kids' arts and crafts stuff, this is definitely a great way to do it, and it allows for transportation throughout the main floor. It's not restricted to just coloring in here. If they want to go to the kitchen and do some stuff there, they're more than welcome to. They just drag it where they are and then just drag it to wherever they sit at the table. So highly recommend this. I don't know if I got an inspiration. I'm sure I probably did from someone, but I just decided that I think this was a solution. And I am so happy I got it. I got this cart off Amazon. I can't remember how much it was. I want to say maybe $40, maybe $30. I can't remember. Fairly reasonably priced, and it's been sturdy enough for arts and crafts. It's not too big. It's a good size and rolls around really easily. So I just want to share that with you guys, because that's something that we've recently added to our craft room that's been a huge win for the kids.
If I just had your number, I would let you know how I feel. You walk up to me, start dancing to the music and the chase, like this was meant to be. Take my hand, I feel my heart beat, and I don't want this moment to stop. Time to go home, don't want this night to end. Yeah, about time we stop pretending. Come home with me, let's write a history. Tonight I'll make you see. It's all about us, it's all about us. As we're dancing close together, making out. It's all about us, it's all about us. There's a magic in your eyes, can't get enough. Feel your hands, the way you're touching me around my neck.
So I always like to share with you guys the before, because personally I find it so satisfying seeing the before again and then heading right into the after, because that reminder of how the house started, how messy it was. And honestly, our house gets a bit crazy. I have 3 kids who are 10 and under. I work full time, so honestly my house gets neglected sometimes. But here's the after. What a transformation. The house looks so much better and definitely more livable and easier to get around without stomping on toys, or honestly just trying to find a path to walk through without anything in our way. So I hope you enjoyed today's video and found tons of motivation. If you did enjoy today's video, please give a thumbs up, as that does help my channel a lot. If you did enjoy today's video or other content you see here on my channel, I would love if you consider subscribing and joining my YouTube family. So forget that red subscribe button and the notification bell to miss any future videos from me. And be sure to check out my exclusive website, link in the description box below, for Fitville. And if you are looking to buy a pair of shoes, be sure to use my code at checkout, Sarah30, to get 30% off a pair of shoes for you. Honestly, my pink runners and also my black slip-ons are my absolute favorite. My black slip-ons especially are probably the most comfortable shoes I have worn, and they're going to be perfect for our busy camping lifestyle. And I also wear them to school every day and everything else. So definitely go ahead to the website, check it out, see if there's any shoes that tweak your interests. And if you're someone like me who has wide feet, I'm sure you'll find something that will make you happy and you'll enjoy them. And let me know in the comments if you do end up purchasing something. But I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next video. Bye.
Lights are shining bright. My friends are in the club, we'll go all night. I see you in the back, the mood is right. If I just had your number, I would let you know how